The owners of a gym say a man who broke into their office logged onto Facebook on their computer and forgot to log out.
Bright blue skies again today. How long does it last? I'll have that with rain chances in your forecast coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at Noon.
Good afternoon from WKYT News. I'm Barbara Bailey. Bill has the afternoon off. It appears to be a final message from the suspect who shot and killed a Kentucky State Police trooper. A video is circulating social media showing Joseph Johnson Shanks before he was caught by police. Johnson Shanks killed 31-year-old Joseph Ponder after a traffic stop in Lyon County. And this midday, we're learning more about why Ponder pulled him over in the first place. WKYT's Miranda Combs is at the live desk now with the very latest. It's our top story at noon. Miranda?
Barb, we are learning that Ponder pulled over Johnson Shanks for going 103 miles per hour on Interstate 24 in Lyon County late Sunday night. Now, as Ponder was trying to make arrangements for Johnson Shanks and the others in his car, including 2 children, to stay in a hotel for the night since he had an expired license. Johnson Shanks took off, eventually causing a wreck with Ponder. The suspect was found in a wooded area and was shot and killed when he refused to drop his gun. This afternoon, a Snapchat video is circulating online that appears to be Johnson Shanks' last message. He basically says in the message if he doesn't see anyone anymore, he did something he didn't mean to do and regrets it. Here's that video.
If I don't see anybody though, I love all y'all, man. I did something I ain't mean to. I'm regret it.
Now, a Nashville TV station is now reporting that state police verify the man in that video is Johnson Shanks. At the live desk, Miranda Combs, WKYT.
Now, Joseph Ponder is the second Kentucky State Police trooper from Post 1 to die in the line of duty this summer. Funeral arrangements have been set for 2 young sisters killed in a fire in northern Kentucky. 2-year-old Abby and 4-year-old Cece died Saturday in Owenton. Sam Yeager, Abby's father and Cece's stepfather, escaped the flames, but the home was a total loss. Funerals for the girls will be held Thursday, with services donated by an area funeral home. The family is hoping to pay for headstones and a new home through community donations. The power of social media helped police catch a man suspected of breaking into a Lexington gym. Russell Sipe was caught on surveillance video burglarizing the Workout Anytime on Maple Leaf Drive off Man of War. Police say he also checked Facebook at the front desk and forgot to log out. WKYT's Victor Puente is at the gym now with his Crime Tracker report. Victor?
The owners here at Workout Anytime say the man who broke into their office left a pretty clear trail. They say not only was he caught on surveillance video, but he also logged into Facebook on their computer and never logged out. Eric Cowden says it's less of a break-in, more like a man accessing part of the building he wasn't supposed to be in.
Ends up breaking into our office in the back. We had some change and credit card, but we don't keep any cash on the facility.
Cowden says 30-year-old Russell Sipe used to be a member of the gym. They believe another member led him into the building around 2 a.m. that March morning when he showed a gym pass. His arrest citation says he also got onto the gym's computer and never logged out.
He decided to sit up on Facebook and leave his Facebook page open and tell his buddies on instant message that he's breaking into Workout Anytime, trying to steal whatever he could find.
Police located Sipe last night near Liberty Road. Cowden says they take the gym's security pretty seriously. So even if he hadn't been messaging friends, they probably would have identified him.
Yeah, and with 15 cameras on here and on the other side, we pretty much see everything.
Sipe will be arraigned later today. He's charged with third-degree burglary. He also had a warrant out for failure to appear. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Now, police say Sipe was in the gym for around 2 hours. There are discussions going on in Clark County today about how some students should be able to get to high school. As our Hillary Thornton explains, school officials see serious safety issues with the routes some walkers are taking, but parents feel they have the right to be there.
George Rogers Clark High School is in its 3rd year here, which sits on a large piece of property, including this roadway, which used to lead to an old farmhouse. This pathway is one that many students now use to get to school and is causing some concern for officials. Their walk starts with this narrow 2-lane road, walking along the edge of the roadway and at some point crossing over Old Boonesboro Road to the back of the school property. From there they cross the creek on an old bridge, making their way to the old farm road. School officials say in addition to what they feel is a dangerous stretch for students to be walking, Superintendent Paul Christie says the somewhat secluded area also attracts activity that they do not want near a school, let alone on school property. To help keep that unwanted traffic out and encourage students to enter from the front of the school, they've installed a gate. And that gate is upsetting some parents.
My son is 17 years old. He's bigger than I am. I taught him how to cross the road properly. There is no path for them to go through. It would put them either climbing over the gate or climbing over the barbed wire.
We do want to work with the community. There's some subdivisions back in behind the school here, and I understand I walked to school when I was in high school. I walked to school too, so we want to make a place, if it's at all possible, we want to do something that would encourage the kids in a safe environment to walk to school.
Superintendent tells us he plans to walk this entire route with local officials to see what could be done to help the situation. He says one of those options is possibly putting in a crosswalk. In Clark County, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Now, a board meeting is scheduled for tonight. We're told that the topic might come up then. The school superintendent says he plans to meet with the county judge and mayor later this week. It's another beautiful day here in the Bluegrass. Sunny skies, warmer temperatures, and this trend is expected to continue through the rest of the work week. WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is live in our First Alert Weather Center now with an early look at the forecast. Micah.
Yeah, if you remember this past weekend, we were in the 60s for highs. It was a big blast of cooler air. Then we jumped to the 70s. Now we're in the 70s. We're going to finish off in the 80s later on today. So sitting in the 70s at this moment is extremely nice. Planning ahead, heading throughout the rest of the afternoon, right around 80 degrees. Perfect weather off into the evening, too. So it's getting warmer and warmer each and every day, and that will change the look of it sometime soon. I'll explain when you can see that rain coming up in just about 10 minutes.
All right, Micah, thank you. The first televised debate in the Kentucky governor's race is tonight. WKYT, the Herald Leader, and our Louisville partners behind the Bluegrass poll are sponsoring tonight's debate at Bellarmine University. For an hour, Republican Matt Bevin, Democrat Jack Conway, and Independent Drew Curtis will answer questions on key issues. Now, you can also submit questions on Twitter using the hashtag Bluegrass Debate. WKYT's live coverage begins at 7 o'clock tonight on the CW Lexington. It will also be streamed on WKYT.com. The committee will meet again today to talk about a controversial dress code at Woodford County High School. The dress code garnered national attention after a mother posted a picture of her daughter on social media wearing an outfit that got her sent home. At a previous meeting, several other dress code options were discussed, including getting rid of it altogether. The public meeting will be held at 6 o'clock tonight in the high school's library. A Lexington City Councilman plans to meet with community members tonight to talk about the future of the former Kroger store. The Kroger on Romney Road closed its doors for good over the weekend, and now neighbors want to know what's next. A community forum about the future of the building will be held this evening at 6 o'clock at Christ the King. The Material Girl is coming to Kentucky for the first time ever. Madonna announced 5 new cities for her Rebel Heart tour for 2016, including a stop in Louisville. She'll perform January 16th at the KFC Yum Center. Tickets go on sale next Monday at 11 a.m. Madonna also has a stop in Nashville planned for January 18th.